What's good, G Clip? Back with another one. About to get into the bar fight, Sitchy.
It's the tavern I've been telling you about, man.
Honestly, this felt literally the same feeling as being called out to a fight. You're still stressed. It's like the same type of stress.
Is that Jeff Chan?
Yeah!
You can let me in?
Yeah.
Some free drinks? Sure. You drink.
Hold that shit! Get out of here!
The moment shit hits the fan, adrenaline kicks in, you feel like you're in a bar fighting for your life.
Pretty hard to defuse a situation when a bloke punches you in the head.
Welcome to the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship.
Yo, what is this? Who came up with this? Who came up with this?
After attempting to escape a warehouse full of knife attackers and facing a self-defense awareness challenge, our 6 contenders from different martial arts backgrounds were soon going to learn that their next challenge was a bar scenario, which they were going to be entering one by one, with an assigned performer playing their friend who was going to get them into all sorts of trouble. While in order to get the best score and to get closer to becoming the ultimate self-defense champion, each contender will be judged not only by their fighting abilities, but also on how well they will be able to use their environment and objects around them, a crucial self-defense skill, and by their attempts in de-escalating every situation, as each one of them will be going through 4 different scenarios, starting with a de-escalation challenge, which you already saw MMA fighter Jeff Chan at the beginning of the episode, failing significantly by striking without being adequately provoked.
I would never actually do that in real life. I thought it would be the same scenarios where we're just de-escalating the situation. I think I'm gonna lose anyways. I may as well make it entertaining and fun.
Little did you know that the following scenario will not even have an option of de-escalation.
Got your back. Got your back.
Me and Jeff Chan are on.
Are you fine?
Fine, I'm fine, yeah.
When I stood up, I was not expecting him to punch me so fast.
That's it.
Since the score of the 6 contenders for this challenge will depend on their performance in comparison to each other, each contender's good and bad decisions in relation to self-defense will be assessed after each scenario. Jeff Chan showed outstanding fighting skills and made the right decision standing up when the potential attacker approached, as he would have been more vulnerable to being attacked while sitting. Yet while he was aiming to have bicep control, a good approach of defending from strikes and
Bruh, who? Bruh, if you stay sitting down when somebody approach you like that, you a bitch.
mixed martial arts, his control was not strong enough, as the strikes still passed through his hands. Jeff also made the crucial mistake of letting the potential attacker in too close, where he could have been easily headbutted.
I got a tip for you. Don't let no one get this close.
That's why a famous strategy known as the fence was developed by self-defense legend Jeff Thompson, where one of your arms always stays extended between you and a potential attacker. This not only displays body language that communicates a desire to de-escalate a situation instead of a closed fist representing a desire to fight, but most importantly, it keeps the potential attacker far enough from you to give you enough time to respond to his attacks. Last but not least, while Jeff Chan showed some great clinching, knees, and a beautiful takedown, unfortunately, in a multiple attacker situation, that was not the best decision. As while Jeff was tangled down on the floor, the second attacker had ample opportunities to strike him at the back of the head. A very dangerous spot, which can cause spinal cord and brain injury that could be fatal. And then finally, after Jeff dealt with the attackers, he was ready for the third scenario.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go. We just got back,
Although striking first can be a valuable self-defense approach, if unjustified, it can lead to prosecution, leaving Jeff with a bad decision, as not enough intent of a physical confrontation has been shown before Jeff's initial attack. And despite demonstrating
He definitely said he wanna fight. He wanna fight.
Excellent fighting skills again. Jeff repeated the same mistake of going to the ground while dealing with multiple attackers. Meanwhile, the other contenders were busy doing different things. Yet Jeff Chan had one more scenario to go.
I'm tired of getting out of trouble. Let's get out of here.
That was solid. That was solid.
Before it was time to see the performance of the next 5 participants, Jeff's final scenario still needed to be assessed.
Did you even notice the glass bottles?
No, I'm clearly very non-observant from the first challenge.
Jeff Chan excelled at this scenario by being super quick in responding and fighting efficiently, and although the amount of force he used could come into question, we would leave that for the jury to decide.
I'm not quite expecting to win. I'm gonna try my best, but like I know my odds. I'm a very honest person with myself, and I decided if I'm going to go through this season 2, I at least make it fun.
It's real sweat. Bro, he's sweaty. We're done. It was fun though. It was a fun scenario. Don't be nervous.
Next up was Shaolin Disciples Ranton's turn. Yet although he had some great moves to demonstrate,
Overall, your favorite moment?
his personal opinion about his Shaolin fighting skills was not all that positive.
The reality of the situation is, and I think over 95% of people who practice Shaolin, deep inside, they practice it because it looks cool. This is even true for the monks. They don't spar. It's forms, acrobatics, flexibility. I don't know how to fight. I've never fought in my whole life. I never even practiced combat sports except I started a year ago.
At the same time, Ranton
Yo, they really do that just to look cool? Like, they do that because it look cool? That's a waste of time.
discovered something else at the Shaolin Temple.
After I graduated high school, I went to work in a bank. That was a disaster, so I quit. Didn't know what to do, so I was like, screw all this. I just want to leave everything behind. Yeah, so I decided to go to Shaolin.
Did you discover what you were looking for there?
Absolutely, yes. I found my wife. Thank God I thought of that reply.
Yet, if Ranton's Shaolin training will help in self-defense, we will find out in a moment.
You know all the moves.
Hello. Oh, my switch didn't turn on. I was just like, oh wow, this is cool. Hey, this is nice. Haha, this is fun. First guy talking to me, I realized it's Matt from season 1, so I was like, hey, you're Matt. But I remember. And then I realized like they're all in character except me.
What Ranton didn't realize either was that there was a hidden trap in this challenge. As while the first attacker is causing a ruckus, the second attacker is spiking the drink with drugs, which he then offers to the contenders. Lucky for Ranton though, he refuses the spiked drink.
Is alcohol? Yeah, it's haram, bro. I can't have that. I'm gonna have water.
Meanwhile, Jeff Chan didn't even have a chance to accept the spiked drink. As while the drink was being drugged, he took the attacker down.
That's off to a great start. Hello. When your wife started talking to me, I thought she's not in the challenge and I didn't want to be rude to your wife. So I was like looking at her, saying things. I was also like, oh, I am in this challenge here. I should listen to what's going on. And then I realized the guy.
Yo, this nigga, who is he? Why is he on the show?
Like, you're talking to my girlfriend. I'm like, what is going on? I'm not defending myself. I think I did like this. You gotta listen to the audio footage, but I think I'm giggling. Throughout the entire event, I felt like I was a spectator. I wanted to see it all unfold. It was so well put together and so many people in so many corners. I think I threw someone on the ground, but even then I like looked at them on the ground and I like did this to them.
Is this an average bar in Australia?
Yo, what does he think he's doing? What does he think this is?
But the 4 scenarios, Ranton made a lot of mistakes. Even though he started off by refusing the spiked drink, he then immediately turned his back to potential attackers. And during the second scenario, he stayed sitting and didn't properly defend only until a while later. Ranton then continued to clinch up and go to the ground with multiple attackers during all 3 scenarios. And even though he strategically used the chair for self-protection, a great decision in the moment, he let go of it too easily. Overall, not excelling at this challenge.
You're in the first season.
I switched sides. It's very difficult to get in the zone. I think that's my problem. It's hard to flick the switch though. I'm bad at that. It was really bad, okay? Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I just didn't turn on. It was rant off, okay? Not rant on for that challenge. Oh my god.
Dude, I had a problem. Can't trick on because I know it's not real. That's why, like, thinking of it as a more not real thing, you need to know it like your play spot. Gotta just do it and something spin you back.
You're gonna love it.
And then it was UFC fighters Nathan's
I have
turn.
no idea what's gonna happen, who's gonna attack me. Everybody's got masks on, which is a great way to mess with us. I saw the sugar packet going to the dream. Take sip, cheers.
Oh, he mollywopped him. Yo, he mollywopped him. Yo, Nathan is that guy. Nathan is him.
This
Ain't no way he just
only
came
put me
down.
in trouble. With friends like this, who needs enemies?
Nathan showed an all-round great example, starting with pretending to drink the
goodness,
spiked
Nathan.
beer, and even though he didn't stand up in front of the attacker, he showed great defense and excellent fighting skills
Nathan's
throughout the
him.
entire challenge. Nathan also
He's
called
him.
upon the bouncers for help, another great solution once the fighting calmed down, and if not for a questionable amount of force used at certain moments, his performance was close to being perfect this time.
I was before Jordan. Personally, I think he's a
10
great
out of
guy. I
10
hope he
across
can
the
forgive
board.
me. But after a mission, I would like come back
don't think nobody's
limping
gonna
just
do
to
no
make him
better than
stress
that,
about
bro.
the mission.
Yeah, I felt
like yesterday we up, and I told you today no more vindicated. Yeah, I feel vindicated. I think somebody was, did you knock them out? Did you knock them out? Jordan was just sitting there, and I'm like, yeah, of course I knocked them out. Just to put like that seed of fear in Jordan.
But before we'll get to see Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belts Jordan's turn, it was time for karate black belt Jesse to face the challenge.
I'm ready to improvise. I'm ready to do whatever the situation requires.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Yeah, that's me.
Karate nerd.
That's me, yeah.
Bouncers start telling me they're fans of my content, but obviously they're just faking it because they said the same thing to everybody, as I learned afterwards. So I'm kind of disappointed. Anyway, we keep walking into this bar, and I have this buddy. I've never seen him before, but he claims to be my buddy. And these two guys start confronting us. So I'm like, hey, grab my drink. It's worth spending a few bucks to avoid a confrontation because it's cheaper than a hospital bill.
Hey, are you also here?
The same dude comes over and claims that I'm speaking to his girlfriend, but actually she's the one speaking to me. I'm already taken. I can't be out here dating and stuff. And I notice my helmet, so I know that, okay, it's about to go down. Use my drink as a distraction. I splash it in his face. My first instinct is to control him so the bouncers can come and grab him and throw him out, but they never arrive. I stand up and I throw the dude. And that's not judo, that's a karate throw.
Take it easy, pal. Take it easy.
And then I just control him on the
What
ground.
about
I'm
the
doing the
homeboy?
least amount of harm
Boom.
necessary to neutralize.
See, you
and I'm
forgot-
trying
you
to tell
forget
my
about
friend
that,
that we
yeah.
should leave.
You
It's
forgot
a
about
weird
it, bro.
place. People are just fighting, okay? It feels like I'm in a Hollywood movie. Self-defense, don't be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But my friend is probably drunk. I go for a couple of groin shots because this is not a combat sport, this is self-defense.
Dude, this place is crazy. I think we should get out of here.
I go for a double leg takedown. I thought my friend had my back. In reality, you don't want to go to the ground if there are multiple opponents. But I had no choice at this point. They're pretty slow, those bouncers, but at least they're doing their job.
Jesse had a number of good
bouncers
things
is
going,
slow,
starting from
bruh.
skipping.
I'm in the club the other night, bro. 2 fights pop off. Bouncers don't pop. Bouncers don't come to the they ain't even. They had to find the people from the first fight. Second fight, bro. It's like they fighting 2 minutes deep. Then
The spiked drink to using his own drink as a distraction. Yet he did stay sitting on the couch and went to the ground with multiple attackers a number of times, while he also exposed his back. And even though Jesse defended fairly well, we will find out where he stands in the score table after the final 2 contenders have went through the challenge.
Good job. Great energy. I need to work on my cardio. I thought we could de-escalate things, but these guys just wanted to fight. Sometimes you just gotta fight. Yeah, but that was fun. You said? Woo! Full stick? That was I saw it. For me, when I was doing it, the stick broke mid-air. Like, oh, that was funny. That was like a movie. Yeah. That was really cool.
And next
I didn't
up
even know
was
this.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Jordan's turn.
them prop food things.
Let's go, fellas.
I'm teaching them real.
Yeah, exactly. My game plan going into this thing is to really represent Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, use control to defend myself and not use strikes so much. Where's the accident?
Huh? The accident? Chill.
You know, I could have been more aware. I should have thought, this is a bar, they give me a drink, I should not drink this. But I was just so focused on people starting fights that I just wasn't thinking, what is it?
Wake it up. Wake it up.
I thought I did really well in that because I didn't hurt anyone. That's just who I am. I don't want to hurt anyone.
You don't gotta play pool.
Sometimes you gotta hurt somebody, bro.
Relax. Bounce it. Let's go.
I didn't really know what to expect. Trying to de-escalate as much as possible, but sometimes people they just want to throw hands.
Before the final participant, Greg Hunter, the regular person, took his turn, it was time to assess Jordan's performance, who was unlucky in drinking the spiked drink, reducing his future score, which will be revealed after the final contender's attempt. Jordan also stayed sitting when the attackers came to the lounge and did not react quickly enough. And although his takedown was beautiful, yet again, going to the ground with multiple opponents was not a good idea, as he also got struck at the back of his head. On the bright side of things, Jordan showed good control of his opponents, which led to no use of excessive force. Yet during the pool scenario, he turned his back to an attacker who intentionally missed him with a pool cue to prevent unnecessary injuries. And then when Jordan tangled up with his attackers, he got punched a number of times both to the head and body. Then during the force scenario, while Jordan did a good job at trying to de-escalate the situation and effectively using one attacker against the other, unfortunately, his takedown yet again led to intentionally missed kicks and knees to his head, making Jordan come to the following conclusion.
I didn't throw any strikes purposely, I just controlled everyone, and I thought that would really work in my favor because there was no excessive force whatsoever. But in hindsight, part of self-defense is making sure that you don't get hurt, and sometimes you need to strike first to make sure that happens.
Jordan!
I feel like I controlled him pretty well.
You were thinking you did like a double armbar on somebody, yeah?
With the drinks, you didn't de-escalate?
No, I did de-escalate that. I think they told them not to attack because we weren't wearing helmets yet.
Except for you. Except for you.
Bro, I felt the adrenaline of like a fight.
Yeah, I felt like real life for a second. I really felt it.
Yeah.
And now, it's time to find out how regular person Greg Hunter did.
Generally in a scenario, I kind of just try and do what I would do, like just instinct it. That's just what I did.
Sorry, bro. $12 on that, didn't it?
Sorry, it's all good. Yeah, I'll get you another one. I just thought, what if you don't take drinks from people, especially people that are not your friends? I just made up a story about being on the clock. Oh, I'm still on the clock. I get random breakfast at any time.
Hi, Tim.
How are you?
It's awesome.
No, I got one of those heads.
Hi, baby.
You said that for my girlfriend for?
Sorry, don't.
Sorry, mate.
You went out from the room and wanted to refuse to come back.
Well, that's what I would do. I'd leave a place like that. I'd go somewhere nicer or go home. But then they wanted me to come back in, so I came back in and restarted and tried to do what I would do again.
After being forced back into the challenge, Greg then decided not to engage with his friend anymore and left him to cause his troubles alone.
Ain't no running from the smoke. Ain't no running from the smoke. Put the chair down, bro. Little boy.
people. The worst security ever.
With one more challenge coming ahead, and before revealing the scores of each participant, Greg Hunter's decision to leave the bar right after the fight was an exceptional move, technically solving all the further problems. But even though we asked him to come back for the sake of the championship, he still had a great all-round performance, starting off by not drinking the spiked beer, and even though he stayed sitting, Greg reacted well to the attack and efficiently took care of both attackers. Then after brilliantly deciding to stay away from his troublesome friend, when forced to fight, even though Craig clinched up with multiple attackers, he initially used the glass as an improvised weapon and then chose a great moment to take out the Atomic Bear self-defense pen, using what would be its teethed edge to strike vital areas, stopping the attackers from continuing and leaving Craig with a single Atomic Bear pen use left in the championship. Finally, during the last scenario, Craig took the advantage of using the chair as an improvised weapon, avoided a dangerous fight with chairs by encouraging a fair fight, gave the attacker an opportunity to stop fighting, and avoided excessive force throughout the entire challenge. As a result, excelling at it.
Anton, good job.
He up there.
So actually,
he up there with the with Nathan. He up there with Nathan.
Leave now. I'm not drinking it, ever.
And now, before we get to see the contenders taking part in the next self-defense challenge, it's finally time to reveal who did the best out of the 6 participants in this challenge. Starting with Shaolin disciple Ranton, who didn't manage to overcome his fear of striking people yet, and despite showing a few good decisions, overall did not manage to switch on this time, receiving the lowest score of a single point. Next up was MMA fighter Jeff Chan, who in an attempt to entertain people, showcased some great fighting skills and good general awareness, but his eagerness to fight led to plenty of excessive force used, and with 2 points for this challenge. Despite his strong desire to win, although Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Jordan controlled his attackers well and did not use any excessive force, he made a number of critical mistakes, leaving him with 3 points. Meanwhile, karate black belt Jesse displayed some great creativity and showed some good self-defense skills, but was still quite far from a perfect performance, leaving him with 4 points. Then, UFC fighter Nathan Levy managed to have his redemption after his disappointing performance in the first challenge, this time showing amazing fighting skills and great self-defense awareness, almost giving him the top score. But in the end, after displaying an unmatched amount of self-defense knowledge throughout the challenge, regular person Craig Hunter took this one home, leaving him with the top score in the championship so far. And now, it's time for the bonus challenge. The following challenge was designed to see how the contenders do, not only in self-defense situations,
Yes, good evening, sir.
but also in what follows after them, such as in this case, a police interrogation. And although this challenge is not going to be ranked, it is a setup for an upcoming challenge, where what the contenders will say to Officer Gabby may or may not be used against them later.
Please sit. I heard that you had a fight in Lou's Tavern.
No.
So you didn't have a fight.
I was attacked. To try and stitch me up for something.
But then, Craig brought out the ultimate card,
Should I have a barrister present?
which in this situation solved all the problems. Yet while Craig was not the only person to use this strategy,
can I ask you a question first? Am I allowed an attorney?
Yes, you're allowed.
Thank you. Then I will wait for my attorney to be here.
Nathan Levy decided to add an additional advantage in his favor.
I'm thinking if I come out now, everybody will be like, oh, okay, it's a talking mission. So I just start screaming and banging on the doors. Just to stress everybody else out in the room. They're all my competitors, yeah, but especially Jordan.
And to Nathan's success, it did make Jordan cautious.
I made the mistake of sitting down in the bar, 'cause that's when I got attacked. I'm not gonna sit down.
Please, here.
Actually, I'd rather just stand. I just gave the excuse, oh, my butt hurts, I didn't know what to say.
Meanwhile, Jeff Chan had to deal with the consequences of being an aggressor in the first scenario.
What happened?
Somebody at the bar attacked us.
What did you do?
I attacked back in self-defense.
While Jesse breezed through the interrogation with no need to explain excessive force.
Actually, I offered him my drink because he spilled his drink.
And Ranton played the lawyer card too.
Let me just give you the number for my lawyer and then you can sort it out with him.
Although the following challenge was arguably going to be the hardest one yet, the contenders were done for the day.
You start filming after I already proved I'm a genius.
Oh,
That didn't happen.
This time, they knew what the challenge was going to be, so the next morning, they were closely studying the Shank Tank, a challenge from Season 1 where each participant is locked up in a room with a knife attacker for 20 seconds. And after doing some practice at the fighter house,
This is the one position that I'm scared of. Okay, you know what's coming, right? This is one. And boom. Okay, that's one. And switch. And then you're like,
the contenders made their way back to the facility.
You can go ahead. Apparently they said they were okay at the time and then later.
And it was me, 100%.
No, seriously. Yeah. I feel like a
And then after they once again geared up with SMAI's quality protective gear and donned ex-marshals custom made for the USDC/rashes, anatomy shirts designed to mark knife wounds during the challenge, finally, they were ready to enter the Shank Tank.
Yeah, Shank Tank sucks. Shank Tank always sucks.
I cannot embarrass myself like that again. I have to punch people today. I have to punch people. I have to let it all out.
Yo. Nah, WVid, man. W fucking vid, man.